The Woods doesn't have quite the same ring to it as the Beckhams, but it could've been the family name and empire Posh Spice built before she fell in love with David. Victoria has openly shared that she was engaged to another man when she was young, and even used his surname in the early Spice Girls days. The fashion designer was in a relationship with her first fiancé, Mark Wood, in her teen years, and even lived with him at her mum and dad's lavish £400,000 home in Goffsoak, Hertfordshire. The pair met when she was a 14-year-old schoolgirl at St Mary's High in Cheshunt, and he was working for her parents' electrical company. In 1994, just after Victoria auditioned for the Spice Girls, Mark popped the question. Despite not being married, Posh began calling herself Victoria Adams Wood, and the name was even used on early Spice Girls merchandise. But he was left heartbroken when she ended their 6-year relationship just as the band was taking off. "It wasn't the right person for me, I wasn't enjoying myself, so that had to end," she told Channel 4. "But I didn't give him the ring back either. I've still got it because it was a wicked ring. Isn't that horrible? It makes me sound really materialistic." For Mark, at first he had nothing but nice things to say about his ex. He told the People in 1997, "It was a very special relationship. But that part of my life is over. It's sad because we were together for a long time. But she's got what she always wanted and I'm proud of her." Then all hell broke loose a decade later when Mark dished on their sex life in a 2004 Channel 5 documentary called Victoria Beckham's Secrets. He was reportedly furious after she told ITV documentary, "Being Victoria, for some reason we got engaged. He was an alarm engineer. If only had stayed in that cupboard that I met him in at my mum's house." At the time, a Channel 5 spokesman said, "As they always say, revenge is a dish best served cold." Mark has never spoken before in public about his relationship with Victoria but feels it is time to set the record straight. Mark was quite hurt by what she said and doesn't intend sparing Victoria's blushes. 2 years after their split, she met Beckham in the Manchester United Players' Lounge, and 10 months later they announced their own engagement on the steps of a hotel in Cheshire. Posh, then 23, giggled shyly as she showed off her £65,000 diamond solitaire handcrafted by Manchester jewellers, Boodle and Dunthorne. "I am the happiest girl on the world today," she told the press. "I'm with the man I know I'm going to grow old and wrinkly with." On the day, she insisted David's proposal had been a surprise, but it later emerged that it was anything but. Despite having only been together for 10 months, according to author Gwen Russell, they decided to get engaged while Vivi was at the Spice World premiere in Los Angeles, and once she arrived home they set the wheels in motion. "We'd already looked at a few rings but I didn't know which one he had chosen. I'd told him what my dream ring would be. He remembered and had it specially made for me," she reportedly said. For the proposal itself, they checked into the hotel straight after David's game with Manchester United, where Victoria was apparently presented with 30 roses before being escorted to their room, which was festooned with £200 worth of red and yellow lilies. And after getting into their bathrobes and ordering dinner and champagne to the room, David popped the question. "We were sitting there in our dressing gowns when David pulled out the ring, got down on one knee and said, 'Will you marry me, Victoria?' she said," according to the book Arise. Sir David Beckham, footballer, celebrity, legend. For David's part, his nerves didn't kick in until the final second. "I wasn't at all nervous about getting engaged. We'd decided a while ago we would make it official this weekend," he apparently said. "I got the ring and was really looking forward to it. But when the moment came there were a few butterflies." But Posh had a trick up her sleeve. As a Spice Girl and one of the pioneers of girl power, she also wanted to ask the question and had gone and bought David a £50,000 diamond-encrusted gold ring from exclusive jewelry store Van Cleef & Arpels on Rodeo Drive, Hollywood. "I said yes, then produced my own ring and said, 'Don't forget girl power, will you marry me?'" she reportedly said, adding that she'd chosen the ring with her mum and dad. David found her stunt very funny, and after calling friends and family to share the happy news, they arranged the press conference for the very next day.